At my dad's retirement party, he gave a speech thanking everyone, except me. When I asked him about it later, he said, "You always wanted to be the black sheep, didn't you? I just honored that." My sister laughed and said, "Come on, don't be so sensitive." I had paid for half the event, paid off his medical bills last spring. That night, I went home, opened my laptop, and started pulling my name off every family account I was ever attached to. So I don't exist, huh? You stood up in front of everyone and pretended I didn't exist, Dad. My voice was low, steady, not angry, just done. The party was over. Paper plates crusted with barbecue sauce. Balloons sagged. The fake gold "Congrats" banner flapped weakly under the ceiling fan. I stood in the kitchen doorway, watching him rinse out his bourbon glass like it was just another night. "You always wanted to be the black sheep, didn't you?" he said. "I just honored that. He didn't even look at me." "You know I paid for half the damn party, right?" I said. "You're wearing the watch I gave you." "And?" He shrugged. "You did it because you wanted to. Don't go rewriting it now." "No, I did it because that's what you do for family. Or at least, what I thought you do." Behind me, my older sister Callie walked in with a half-full wine glass and too much lip gloss. "Seriously, Evan?" She sighed. "Are we really doing this right now?" "He thanked his barber before he mentioned me," I said, turning to her. "He thanked his high school baseball coach. He thanked Mom, and she's been gone for 10 years. Callie snorted a quiet laugh. "You're too sensitive. Or maybe you're just too used to being worshipped." "Oh, come on." Dad cut in. "You think a few favors and checks make you some kind of martyr?" I stared at him. "I paid off your heart surgery bill last year." He dried his hands and turned back to the fridge. Dismissed. I felt it. Right then. Not forgotten. Excluded on purpose. I walked out without another word. Went home. Opened my laptop. Started removing my name from every joint family account. Who I am. Names: Evan, 27. And I've been the backup plan in my own family since I was 15, the one who stayed behind to take care of things while Callie figured herself out and Dad emotionally checked out. I got a trade certification, took on debt, paid off theirs, and kept my head down because that's what I thought love looked like. Quiet, invisible loyalty. But apparently, loyalty doesn't earn you a mention in a speech. Not even one word, the family. Dad, Rick, 62. Just retired. Stoic, stubborn, and allergic to gratitude. Believes emotions are something you get over, not express. Callie, 30. My older sister. Smart, manipulative, career-hopping since college. Everything she does gets called brave. She's never paid back a cent she's borrowed. Uncle Dave, Dad's younger brother, 59. Fun uncle. Full of bad jokes and borrowed money. Calls me champ like I'm 12. Used my name to co-sign a business lease without telling me. Mom, deceased. The glue that held everything together. The only person who ever looked at me like I was enough. Died 10 years ago of a stroke. The deeper cut. Last week I found out Dad rewrote his will. Callie gets the house. I'm not even mentioned. No conversation, no explanation. When I asked, he said, "You're fine. You make your own money." Like being self-reliant was a punishment. This wasn't about money. It was about worth, recognition, inclusion. They treat my silence like permission, cracks becoming ruins. I found out Uncle Dave used my name to secure a second loan for his bar expansion. Forged my email approval. I didn't even know until the lender called me when he defaulted. When I confronted him, he said, "It's family. I figured you wouldn't mind." Mind? I was the fallback, the emergency contact, the name they use when something needs fixing. But no one ever asked what it was costing me. The night Mom died, I was 17. Callie was already at college. Dad broke down once in the hospital waiting room, and then never again. I handled the funeral. I planned the service. I cleaned out her closet alone. And I remember sitting in that hallway, holding her perfume bottle in my lap, shaking. Dad came in, saw me crying, and said, "You're the man now. Don't fall apart." That was the first time I ever felt ashamed for hurting. And the last time I let him see me cry, what they didn't know, I'd been recording all my recent phone calls. Ever since Uncle Dave pulled the loan stunt, I started backing up everything. For legal reasons, I told myself. I had Dad on tape admitting to excluding me from the will because Callie deserves more. And Uncle Dave laughing about the forged paperwork like it was some boys' club prank. So I mailed a flash drive to each of them. No note. Then I emailed a copy to the family lawyer with one line. "Consider this a courtesy before I let the courts hear it instead." 2 days later, Callie showed up on my doorstep. "What the hell is wrong with you?" She snapped. "You mean besides finally standing up for myself? You don't burn everything down just because you're hurt." "No," I said, stepping outside, calm. "You burn things down when no one believes you were ever holding the damn structure up." She didn't speak. "You all finally hear me now, or do you need another file?" She left without a word. I shut down the shared family account, canceled the auto pay I had running for Dad's insurance premiums, closed the utilities account that Callie had been freeloading off for 2 years. I wasn't angry. I was free. A week later, Dad called, left a voicemail, said, "You made your point. Don't know if I agree with how, but I guess I see it now." It wasn't perfect, but it was the first real thing he'd said to me in years. I didn't respond right away. I didn't rush to make peace, but I started sleeping better. I started waking up without that tightness in my chest, the one that came from being needed but never seen. 2 months later, I got a card in the mail. From Dad. "No excuses. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better. You deserved more than I gave you." There was no money in it, no offer to fix things, just honesty. For once, that was enough. I don't know if I'll ever be close with them again. I don't need to be. But now, I move through my life on my terms. Not invisible, not optional. Just Evan, and finally, free.